Success! What is up, everybody? I'm your Legendary Commander, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. Last we played, we went ahead and put the house together. I still need to do some rearranging, but the house is relatively, set up to live in. Got a nice little attic, and all that good stuff. No windows up here, so whoever we trap in here will not be able to look out the window, and that means we don't have to worry about the neighbors seeing. That said, we need to get out and do something, and this was relatively a lot of work because all I had was an axe, and I didn't have the metal axe, I had the stone axe. I was trying to pull it out, it didn't work. We also tamed this raptor, and we need to get her a saddle. She also needs to level. I want to get her health at least over 1,000. Aren't you adorable? Yes, you're adorable. I still need a name for her. I think she might be named Adorable. Anyway, let's go dump this, because we obviously don't need to be carrying any stuff on us at the moment. But what we do need to do is throw these on the ground. Put that away. And probably tame ourselves some working dinos. So that way, this kind of building won't be nearly as hard as it was. So, we got obviously a horse, make a great pack mule, but that means I have to sit there and wrangle one. We might do that here in a minute. It's going to be a question. We are on a decent rate of taming. However, we do have a lot of ants. And ants are still relatively good at getting, well, I guess, some materials. But this still is not going to go ahead and do us what we want. We need a lot of stone. And, there's only one dino I know that gives a lot of stone. So let's look around, see if we can find one. We may have to clear this area out and kill. Oh, nope, we will not. Because look, there's our friend right there, the Dodester. And that might be his name too, the Dodester. No, I'm named Dodie. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and have to get some Trike arrows together. And we're going to tame this guy right here, I think. Looks like he's already been in a bit of a battle. So he needs a minute to heal, so that's good. We'll take some time out and do some other stuff, and we'll go grab him up. Alright guys, so I'm going to take this a slightly different direction. Taming a horse just isn't going to happen. Not anytime soon. They've honestly made taming horses too much work, to be honest. You either have to grow crops, which means that's the only way to get carrots to tame a horse. And berries just aren't effective at all. And then when it comes to... And you can't get carrots plentiful, it's not like you can collect them. And the thing is, that's not even their kibble. That's just kind of a side thing if you don't want to go the route of taming or gathering eggs from an ichthy. Or that's how it used to work. I don't know what kibble they even take, but even then you have to be able to start growing crops and stuff to make kibble, to tame a horse. It's just too much work to tame a horse. And by the time I get to that point, I won't even need a horse. Because why would you ride a horse when you can ride a Triceratops? Who doesn't like to ride a Triceratops or even a raptor? So what I've done instead is I've got my bow together. I have a lot of Trike arrows. We're going to use this raptor I tamed to help me tame a Triceratops. Now we're going to tame a decent one because we don't want to tame just any old thing, but at the same time I also don't want to spend all day on it because you can spend a long time buried taming a dino. So we're going to tame a Triceratops, use the Triceratops to get lots more berries so we can easily maintain taming a Dode and an Ant at the same time, because the Dode likes to wake up a lot if you're not on it with Narcos, so it's a real stressful job to keep a Dode asleep. And we're going to tame probably about 3 dinos today. I think that's the goal. Alright guys, so I think we found our Triceratops, and it's not this one, because this one is like a level 140, which would be great to tame. I would love to tame it. But, I mean, I love the colors. Look at those colors. They're great. But 140 would take too long, especially on berries. And then this one over here, unfortunately, is, well, a level 90 and right next to a level 140. So if I fought with either one of these, it would trigger a whole fight. But over here, there is one that is only level 40? 45. And she's actually relatively pretty herself. I really like this white color. And nothing's really around her, so she seems probably the best candidate for this. We're going to use the raptor on the back of the raptor and try and stay around her. Like when she comes at us, we're just gonna change directions on her. So hopefully we don't make the others mad. Oop. Oop. Oh, you gotta be careful not to get hit, and it's really hard to move with this raptor. I've never really been very coordinated with this, so this is a first for me. And all I'm actually doing is seeming like this is more chaos than I want. There we go. We can also use the raptor as kind of a tank, because the raptor definitely has more health than I do, which means it's not nearly as fragile. So we're going to let the trike kind of come at us, and then we're going to get around it. That arrow didn't even count. That's not fair. That one counted. This is definitely not as easy as it would sound. And honestly, I'm wasting a lot of arrows. Oh, look at that though. We've got her on the run. The torpor has stacked at this point. Was it a smart idea to do it this way? Well, time will tell. Right now it appears as it was. Oh, and there we go. We put her down with that trank arrow. So, it was definitely a smart idea. Success! She's not a bad looking trike. But, now we gotta sit here and let her get hungry. And then we'll feed her. Alright guys, so we are back, and I've got the trike home and all saddled up. She hasn't been ridden just yet, so we're taking her out for our first ride. She was relatively easy to tame, not really much going on. And, well, as you can see, trikes are not fast. And it looks like a bit laggy on this server. Hold on. Am I desynced? Yeah, I was desynced. Alright, there we go. Much better. So you can see why you would want a trike. Let's see what happens if can I go through a bush with this and like get the bushes? No. So honestly, it's the reason why you want the trike is it's really good for berries and actually not bad for getting thatch, which we're gonna need a lot of that too. So you know, if I get a little thatch while I'm getting my berries, I'm going to get my thatch. Because we're going to be building a lot in stone, we're going to need a lot of thatch. So it never hurts to get out here and use a trike. A trike is a very good pack mule overall. You got to be careful not to overweigh yourself on other berries. Like these berries, I could care less about, so we're just going to dump them. Even the medjos, I really don't need. I'm going to keep a hold of them just for now. But all these stems and narcos, that's all. That's what you're going for most of the time. I don't need stems right now, so It's not a big deal. Trikes are just an excellent lawnmower, and they get a lot of berries from doing it. So, we've got ourselves a trike now. Now the next thing is to go knock out a dode. But I need to go make a bunch more narcotics before I can do that. So, I'm going to go ahead and get all that together, and then we'll take this trike out for a real ride. So guys, this is the part of the video, unfortunately, where, well, there was nothing planned after this. I got off the computer, came back the next day, figured I would get back to it, and disaster struck. Um, yeah, it was rough. Wasn't the worst thing that could have happened, but it made for the end of this video, unfortunately, to be not anything of value because, well, as you'll see in the next video, you'll know exactly what happened. But do yourself a favor. If you tame a trike, make sure to use those narcotics or get those narco berries and get yourself a bunch of narcotics. It's very important that you take advantage of having a trike while you have it because you can lose it at any minute. And unfortunately, it wasn't something I could catch on video here. So, like I said, you'll find out in the next video. But if you're going to tame a trike, use it, take advantage of it, get those narcotics, and then get as many as you can, and then hide them away somewhere because you may need them, and narcotics are probably the hardest thing to get a hold of at early level. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. You all take care, and I'll catch you next time.